Hey guys, Charlotte here, and today I will be reviewing Shiver, and this is by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm sorry if the pronunciation is not actually correct. Someone said that's how you say it, so I'm going off that, and it's probably right because I don't know any better. So, this book was about Grace, and she watches the wolves. They are the pack of wolves that live in her backyard and her town of Mercy Falls. One yellow-eyed wolf seems deeply familiar to her, but she doesn't know why. And then Sam. Sam has two lives. In the heat, he is a human, so like in the summer basically, and in the cold he turns back into his wolf self, his yellow-eyed wolf self. For Grace and Sam, love I came from school. That is my excuse. For Grace and Sam, love has always been kept at a distance. For once it's spoken, it cannot be denied. Sam must fight to stay human, and Grace must fight to keep him, even if it means taking on the scars of the past, the fragility of the present, and the possibility of the future. It's a romance. Yeah, basically. I really like this book. My rating was 4 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty good. I had read a bunch of negative reviews before I actually read the book, so it kind of had made me a little skeptical, and I'm glad that didn't turn me off the actual book, because it was really good. The ink is dark blue, and I don't think the camera can actually see it, but I love that. I love when there are little quirks with the book. And this is the second. I've actually read it already, and it's dark green. I just had to point that out. That is awesome. It's a trilogy. This book has 390 pages, and it is the paperback. So for the plotline, it wasn't completely strong. The entire book, they were dreading something that couldn't be changed, like physically, you can't fight it. It was the fact that Sam changes back into the winter. And as a wolf, you cannot remember things. I liked that when he was a wolf, he couldn't remember names, and he couldn't remember that stuff, because I'm sick of the books where it's like the wolves know, like, they have like a human articulate mind. So I was glad that he didn't remember. Yeah, but it just made it realistic, which I liked. As for the characters, Grace seemed cold to me. Like, I felt like she was kind of like a bitch. I don't know. She was never outwardly mean, but she was like this, she reminded me of those type of people in life that are like pleasant and they help you, but they like don't pay attention to you as, like, pay any attention to you as a person. Like, just cold, closed off to the world, including the reader. It wasn't completely bad. Like, it was annoying at times when she was just like hard to connect with, but it was readable. That's what I'm trying to say. Sam, I don't see what you see in her. Sam, I liked him a lot in this book. He acted with personality that fit him and his wolf, like, both, so you don't have a different personality with each. That is another thing I hate, but yeah, I liked this a lot. I liked how his personality didn't really change. He was still sort of like humble as a wolf and humble as a person, and I liked him a lot. Isabel was a real bitch, but I loved her. She made the book better. I don't think I would have read it without Isabel. Like, I don't think I would have gone on to read the next book without Isabel. She was the bitch character, but she was also my favorite, which is kind of sad, but yeah, it's my favorite. Rachel was a friend of Grace, and she was so nice, and I wish she would have gotten more spotlight in the book, like more focus, like give her an actual plotline. As I said, I've read the second book, and there's no plotline with Rachel, but she's in it. I guess that's all I can hope for. My review's over there. Shelby was like an evil person. She was kind of a big thing in this book, but also not. You hate her in the fond way you hate a well-developed book antagonist. Do you get what I'm saying? You love her in the way you hate an evil character that is like a smart evil character. What am I saying? Yeah, one knows. But yeah, I read the next book and Shelby's not in it at all. Tear. I do this too much. This is like my signature thing. Tear. Okay, so it's slightly inappropriate for a chapter or two. Mostly innocent kisses the entire book. There are cheesy lyrics, like, they're like lyrics because Sam liked to write, and these italics are some of the lyrics. It's just kind of cheesy and they're at random points. There are scenes in a bookstore, which are always good, and some flashbacks, not too many. I recommend this to any wolf fan specifically, or anyone interested in a good romance. I'm worried about werewolf books in general, but I did like this one, because, I don't know, I feel like it's Twilight's fault. Ever since I read Twilight and Jacob, I like not interested in wolves. I don't want to blame it on Twilight, but I actually think that was part of it. Because I just did not understand Jacob's shifting thing. I'm getting loopy. Goodbye.